Greetings, and welcome to PacificSource Kitchen. I'm Lewis Martin, wellness consultant, registered dietitian, and your culinary guide to fun and nutritious recipes. In our constantly changing world, the lines between work, home, school, and even childcare are often blurred. One of the most dreaded questions we could get at the end of the day is, what's for dinner?
Hey babe, what's for dinner?
Ooh, see what I mean? I was actually just about to get started. Do you want to help?
Sure.
Can you open these cans for me?
Can do.
Thanks. So today I'm going to help you tackle that what's for dinner question with one of my favorite recipes, the easy, affordable, and nutritious one-pot hamburger skillet. Aside from not having very many dishes to take care of at the end of this recipe, it's loaded with helpful benefits. First of all, you get to involve your family from the grocery store to the dinner table. Next, it's pretty affordable. About $15 in ingredients will yield 9 servings, giving you plenty of room for leftovers. Lastly, it's loaded with healthful nutrition, from heart-healthy fiber to colorful veggies to muscle-building protein. So let's get started. First, we'll look at the star of the show. We're going to need about a pound of ground beef. I took the liberty of going ahead and just browning and draining it of its fat. The leaner you can go with this, the better, just because you cut back a little bit on that saturated fat, which isn't very great for your heart. You can also use ground turkey for this as well. If you're vegetarian, or you just want to feel a little more adventurous in the kitchen, you can use these ground vegetarian crumbles as well. I recommend adding just a little bit of extra seasoning to them, just to spruce them up, but otherwise they work great in this recipe. Next, let's look at our canned goods. So you're going to need 3 canned ingredients for this. The first is a whole can of diced tomatoes. With this one, we want to keep all of the liquid in this. We're going to need it for later. Next, we want red kidney beans, or just your favorite beans. You want to drain this one of its liquid. And then last, we're going to use corn as well. Drain this one as well. We don't want to make a soup here. Next up, let's look at our fresh veggies. So with this one, we want to go with fresh pepper and onion. So for this one, for this recipe, I used green bell pepper and white onion. And here's the fun part. You can actually get your family involved with this. If you have kids, have them choose their favorite color of peppers and onions for you. You can use any for this recipe. So if they want to go with red or yellow bell peppers, feel free to do that. I just recommend watching out for those small habaneros or the jalapenos, because they can be very spicy, even for me. You can also use any other type of onion for this. So yellow onion or red onion will impart their own flavors. If you have older kids or other adults in the house, recruit them to chop these up. You'll need just a dice or just a chop. It doesn't have to be fancy or even look really good. Next, let's look at our spices. We're going to need a whole tablespoon of chili powder for this recipe. And we're also going to need just 1 teaspoon of garlic powder. To top off the rest of the seasoning, we'll need just a 1/4 teaspoon each of ground black pepper and salt. These are going to impart a really, really tasty Southwest flavor. And then to finish everything out, we're going to use some quick cook brown rice. You'll only need a cup of this. Alongside the brown rice, we'll also need just 1 cup of water. I like brown rice because it gives you just a tad bit more of dietary fiber, which helps you feel full. But also it has just a tiny little bit more protein than white rice, but feel free to use either. Again, if you're feeling very adventurous, you could also substitute this ingredient for quinoa. Quinoa is a great source of protein and fiber. Just make sure to double the water you use, so you'll need about 2 cups, and add about 10 to 15 minutes to the recipe. So without further ado, let's get cooking. So again, here's why I love this recipe so much. It's so easy. Once you've browned your hamburger and drained it of its fat, all you need to do is set your stovetop heat to medium, and then combine all the rest of the ingredients into the pan. In about 20 minutes, you'll have a delicious one-pot hamburger skillet. by stirring just on occasion so that the rice doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. But otherwise, you're good to go after that. All right, it's been about 20 minutes. And this looks great. Let's go dish it up. So there you have it. As you're putting the finishing touches on this recipe, it's a great idea to have your family set the dinner table for you. But this recipe can also be enjoyed comfortably from the couch as well. For garnishes, some of my favorite things to do are low-fat shredded cheese or some heart-healthy avocado. If you have leftovers and you want to repurpose them, get a hold of some whole wheat or some low-carb tortilla shells. Reheat your mixture, spoon them into the tortillas, then fold and roll, and you have some delicious Southwest burritos. If you live in a small family like me, this recipe freezes exceptionally well. Get some Tupperware, put this mixture in the Tupperware, and throw it in the freezer, and it'll last for up to 2 months. I hope this recipe helped you be more adventurous in the kitchen. On behalf of PacificSource, be well, and we'll see you next time.